and the Golden Flashes, as the clock runs out, will walk away with a victory, 81-44, the final score here in the Mack Center.
And our Campus Point player of the game is going to be forward Justin Green. He finished with 14 points and 10 rebounds in today's blowout win against Rochester.
And here's our play of the game. Taking a look, a nice rebound by Neely. Gets it back up to Justin Green. And, of course, how can you block a man that gets his own rebounds with the nice tip in? Justin Green, congratulations. You are the Campus Point player of the game, as that's handshake between the Rochester Warriors and the Kent State Golden Flashes. Eddie Kilroy here alongside James Starks, as we're going to go ahead and send it out. Thanks for everybody that's tuning in. I'd like to thank our sponsors. I'd like to thank our general manager, Jeremy Markowitz, for this phenomenal broadcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are out here in Kent, Ohio.
All right, the Kent Crazies here at the Mack Center trying to cheer on their Flashes. Kent State clinging to a 6-point lead with Julian Mavonga at the free throw line.
About to shoot his 11th free throw of the night, Randy.
Mavonga looking for his 17th point on the evening. He's averaging about 10 a game. He's 9th in the MAC. Rebounding, Mavonga goes up, and Mavonga gets his 17th point on the day. Miami back within 5, 6 minutes, 34 seconds left to go here at the Mack Center.
Mavonga inching closer to his career high of 18 points.
Rodriguez Sherman down low. Winbush, partial block it looks like. Kenny Hayes takes the basketball up the court for Charlie Cole's game.
One thing you'll never see Miami do is panic, and they were down 8, very closely down to 5.
Points off of turnovers. Kent State 12, Miami 0. And here we go, folks. Chris Singletary. And he didn't make the layup, but Mike McKee
looked like he was going to go either for the dunk.
Little indecisive there.
Slow down a little bit. Indecisive about whether to go for the dunk or to try to draw the foul.
Singletary, no good. Rebound, Frank Henry Allah goes up again. He's going to be fouled by Nick Winbush.
A lot of second chance opportunities. Frank Henry Allah, a very good offensive rebounder. About half of his rebounds, in fact, are on the offensive end.
Yeah, Frank Henry Allah, 46% of his rebounds on the offensive end, as you mentioned. Allah gets 2 shots. No good on the front end there. See if he can split the pair.
It's unusual. He's actually a very good free throw shooter, around 85% on the season.
And he made the second. Kent State up 6.
On behalf of Ohio's dairy farmers, we welcome you to the Dairy Products Building, home of the famous butter cow and calf. For over 100 years, the butter cow has become a tradition that has entertained generations of fair visitors. Always a favorite attraction at the Ohio State Fair, the butter display represents popular and positive ideals, and this year's display is no exception. The 2011 butter display at the Ohio State Fair pays tribute to our nation's space program and recognizes the retirement of NASA's Space Shuttle program. The retirement of the Space Shuttle program marks the end of an era, and Ohio's dairy farmers recognize that our state has made significant contributions to flight and space exploration. Throughout most of the history of the space program, Ohio produced more astronauts than any other state. In fact, 24 astronauts have called Ohio home, including space pioneers John Glenn and Neil Armstrong, who were previously honored by sculpting in butter. Ohio's dairy farmers also previously paid a butter tribute to the Wright brothers, Ohio's fathers of aviation. The 2011 butter display is one of the most complex displays ever sculpted at the Ohio State Fair and features the interior of a space shuttle cockpit with intricate details such as flight controls, dials, gauges, and display systems. Inside the cockpit, an astronaut floats above the command console while enjoying freeze-dried ice cream. These sculptures share the cooler with a traditional life-size butter cow and calf.
Ohio's dairy farmers are very proud of this year's display. They recognize the many contributions that our state has made to our nation's space and flight exploration programs.
The display was created by a group of 3 Cincinnati-based freelance technical sculptors engaged primarily in the toy industry. Donated in part by Dairy Farmers of America, this year's sculpture was made from 1,550 pounds of butter and took 475 hours to complete, of which 250 hours were spent sculpting the butter. To create the masterpiece, the sculptors began by building wooden and steel frames to support the weight of the butter. From 55-pound blocks, the butter is sliced into manageable loaves and is layered to cover the frames. After many hours of molding and smoothing the butter in a 45-degree cooler, each sculpture begins to take shape. Fine details are added last.
We have something special for him, don't we, Rick?
Sure do. James, you're going to play Plinko for a chance to win up to $50,000.